one that's reppin'. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always reppin'. Oh my God.
YouTube, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Real Divine. Hope everyone's having a dope day. Today, as the title states down below, we're gonna be breaking down the best controller settings for Apex Legends. Now, this works for all consoles and PC if you're playing, controller on PC as well. But I'm gonna be showing you guys through the PlayStation. Just literally just copy the same buttons to the Xbox or PC, whatever you guys are playing on. So we're gonna jump straight into the firing range to get this settings video started. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys smack that subscribe button. Helps me so much to grow on YouTube. Also leave a like, that also helps me to grow. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the firing range. Guaranteed these are going to be the best settings for Apex Legends for you guys on console. So let's get straight into it. So we're gonna first start off with gameplay. There's not too much you change with gameplay. The very first thing that's on my radar is the crosshair damage feedback. You want this to be on X with shield icon on. At least for me personally, I like to do damage to individuals and know how much shield they have. So when you shoot someone, this pretty much tells you that a purple or if they have a blue or white. So it's really great for when you're in the game to get some feedback when you're fighting people. Moving on, we got damage numbers. A lot of people play on different. Me personally, I play on stacking. I want to see the combined number of the damage I'm doing when I shoot an individual. This is going to allow you to know exactly how much damage you did, if you should push someone, if you should just chill out. So I'll recommend turning on stacking, but having both honestly isn't a bad option either. But it's just a lot of information on your screen, like a lot of numbers. So personally, I like to go with stacking so I can see the total damage. Ping accuracy, just keep that default. Moving on, I guess the next big thing I personally use is double tap to sprint. I'll turn this on. Just use the left analog stick, press it twice, and it will have you run automatically instead of you having to hold it down all the time. It just helps with having to run all the time, using your finger to push the analog stick in, and then it just does it automatically. So that's real cool. To just save some of your controller and your finger wear and tear, because it can get kind of tiring running around on Apex all the time. So that helps out with that. And then last, I think on gameplay, you can literally guys just copy all my settings that you guys see. But the last thing I want to talk about is the performance display. Now personally, some people don't use this and some people do, but I like to have this on to see if I'm lagging or not. It just pretty much shows your ping and a lot of stuff that's going on in the game network wise. So I usually throw this on and have it on just so I can see what my ping is at if I'm lagging, if I need to reset my router or whatnot. Alright, so I think that's it with gameplay. Yeah, I don't play the colorblind mode. Everything else is pretty much default. So we're gonna move on to controller, and honestly, this is probably the best tab for you guys. This is gonna take you guys to the next level. I guarantee it. If you guys play on a default controller, I want you guys to change your button layout. So we're moving on to button layout. So I used to play on default a bunch. You can manage on default on Apex with default controller, but it's really hard. Personally, I recommend you guys to play on customized. I ain't gonna lie, I'm low-key nervous to give y'all these settings because, bro, like, I already know you gonna instantly improve if you actually change to these settings and try them out and you just constantly use it. You're gonna get 10 times better at the game just because the placement of the buttons help you be more mobile and just be more just better in the game. So first being said, jump. Now jump is usually X. I have this set to R1. R1 is going to allow you to jump and not take your finger off the analog stick. That way you can always aim while you're jumping. The same thing with the crouch. I have my crouch to L1. That way whenever I crouch or whenever I slide, I can still look around with my analog stick and I don't have to take my finger off of the analog stick to press X or circle to jump. So replace this your jump with R1. And first place your crouch with L1, or you can reverse it, whichever one feels more comfortable. R1 feel comfortable for me, L1 crouch feel comfortable with me. Reload, I keep that the same. To change the weapon, I keep it at the same. Everything else I keep the same, but your tactical abilities, since you changed the button, Now you want to replace your tactical ability either to X or circle. Personally, I like X. It's a nice button placement, or A on the Xbox, whatever controller you're using. After that, ping, just keep it circle, and that's pretty much it. Everything else you want to keep default, and then your ultimate ability is going to change to, you know, the 2 buttons on your controller that you just changed. So mine is X and circle. So yeah. So honestly, copy these settings, guys. I'm telling you, it's gonna take you to the next level. It's kind of similar to the Ninja setup. If you guys can see, they have crouch and jump as L1 and R1. So they already have this as a set controller setting. But I take it one step farther by switching my circle and X to give me just a little bit more control, and it just feels better for me. So you guys can play on Ninja or Customize, but I really recommend these settings on Customize and just try them out and see how they feel for you, and play it like for a day or two and just actually see if you see a difference in your gameplay. Because I'm telling you, now you can crouch and you can take cover without having to take your finger off the analog stick. So you're going to be able to crouch, slide, jump, and do a lot more stuff a lot quicker and a lot easier. So I'm telling you, boys, try these settings out. It's gonna take your gameplay to the next level. What we got after that? Moving on, we got the menu cursor speed. So this is just pretty much literally what you guys are looking at right now on the right, just how fast the cursor moves around the menu. I keep it at a decent speed, nothing too crazy, because you do want to be able to select certain items when you're looting people, but you also want it to move not too slow, that way you can like jump around if you need to. Now for my look sensitivity, I just keep it on standard 6 and 4. So I got my look sensitivity on 6 on super high, and I got my look sensitivity aiming down sights. I slow it down a little bit so I'm a little more accurate. But I keep my regular accuracy on 6, and then my sensitivity on 6, and then I keep the look sensitivity on 4. That way I just have a little more control when I'm scoped in. It's not just going all over the place. And I think that's it for this controller settings. And I have advanced look controls turned off on controller and console. You don't really need these, but if you do find some good settings, there are some good settings out there you can try, but honestly, you don't need them. You can just do everything I'm doing in the trailer that you guys seen before the settings video, before we got into this part of the video. You can do everything without advanced look controls just by having these settings that I'm showing you right now. And I think that's it. Oh no, last thing I got for you guys, this is also super important. This is honestly one of the most important ones as well, your field of view. Now on default, as you guys can see, I actually show you in the game, this is the default. Your field of view is how close your character is to the environment. So you see I'm real zoomed in now. I can see a lot of stuff that's real close to me, but I lose a lot of the like my vision so to the outside of the screen. So if I change my field of view, I don't think I had it on 106. I zoom out a little bit and I can see a lot more of what's going on around me. So that way it gives me some more information, so I can just be more mobile and just adjust accordingly. A lot of people play on default, but I really recommend to play somewhere between 100 and 110. I used to play 102, but now I've been playing 106. So yeah, just really play around with it. I recommend between 100 and 110, and then you guys are gonna be able to see a lot more information. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the settings video. I guarantee if you guys put these settings and try them out, you guys are going to guarantee improve instantly. I recommend just to play around with the sensitivity, you know, to adjust it to your personal liking. But guarantee you guys are going to improve a lot more with these settings. You're going to be a lot more mobile. Your accuracy should be a little bit better. And it just helps you in your overall gameplay. So that's it pretty much for today's video. If you guys did learn or enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It helps me so much on YouTube. That's how, you know, a lot of channels grow, is with their engagement. So please leave a like. Also subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I will catch you guys in my next video. I'm out of here. Peace.
Born out to heaven my way. I'm on a plane, having my way. I'm in these foreigns, having my way. Counting the money, just having my way. Having my way, having my way. Curving these women, just having my way. I'm at the Gucci store, having my way. Flexing on nigga, just having my way. Just having my way, just having my way. Hit up your body, make you all them shake. I got the key to the motherfucking